Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ETS2. We are continuing our journey in the UK and we stopped actually in Chelmsford in the previous episode, but I had a hard time finding Squirrel's house. Now I think I've found it. If you look in the map where that number 1 is, we actually passed his house by as we were entering last episode. So it was here on this corner. So we'll try to on our way out, we'll try to loop one time here on this roundabout so we can check out his house and pay the proper tribute. And then we'll continue to Felixstowe. We'll just explore this place a bit, just go around like that. And then we will be going back a bit, backtracking towards the ferry. And then we will cross over to the Europort here in Netherlands and make our way to Eindhoven. Maybe we can also pass by that place. That is 875 kilometers. That is 851. No, that is fine. I think we can manage that. So yeah, it's still quite a way to go. So let's get this thing started, right? Yeah. Let's see how this works. If we can finish it in one episode, because this will be probably the last pre-recorded episode that I'm doing before I leave for Japan. By the time you're watching this, hopefully, I should have gotten back already. And maybe I can also stream, but we'll see. I don't want to commit until I'm sure of the timings. But yeah, so last leg of the journey. And hopefully you've been enjoying the ProMods preview so far. By the time this video releases, I'm not sure if ProMods has publicly released or if it's almost close to release. And I actually made the wrong turn as soon as that first turn I do in this episode, already the wrong turn. But no worries, no biggie. We can manage. I'll just make a U-turn somewhere here. Thank you, Mercedes-Benz, for having this huge space as my U-turn slot. There you go. So yes, it will be the last pre-recorded video and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed that trip. Whoa. I want to thank again ProMods team for releasing this for me, and perfect timing so that I can check it out before I go. And yeah, hopefully it was worth it. Dang it. There's no way towards that actually, so we'll have to... There's actually no left-right turn there. It's a bit weird. So the GPS is a bit confused. So what we should do is we should loop around that roundabout. Don't hit the railings, please. There you go. And then so we can face the other way. Do it the legal way. Do it the right way. Kinda-ish. Clumsy right way. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, I'm quite curious. Let me know in the comments by the time you watch this. What's up with the ETS2 world? Has 1.35 come out? Has ProMods 2.40 released? Because the original plan is for it to be released by end of April. And this video should come out almost end of April. This should come out, if I am remembering it correctly, 26th of April. I should be back then actually. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Anyway, so I'm going to stay on the right side here because we will be looping around the roundabout. The one you see there up ahead. And that's where Squirrel's house will be. I'll take some photos. That must be a pretty noisy area. Like all the people entering Chelmsford are passing through that. That must be very hard to record. He must have a very good microphone, or maybe his room is soundproof, insulated. Oh, there's actually cars turning here. That's nice. Clumsy trucker. Oh, speaking of MANs, I think that's an MAN TGX. I'm not sure if it's Euro 5 or not, but as I'm recording this, Vasily EVR just released his MAN TGX 05 sounds I have not had a chance to check it out though. Sorry. Thank you for giving way. I have not had a chance to check it out though, because there is not enough time. So I'm probably going to check it out when I get back, hopefully. Maybe during the stream we can check it out. Where's his house? I'm just looping all the way around, guys. Looping round and round and round. I think I missed it. It was that house, supposedly. Unless I completely missed it. Yeah, it's right after the flyover. When you enter Chelmsford, you'll see that humongous closed flyover. After that, the roundabout that you encounter, that's where his house will be. It's quite easy to miss though. I don't think there's the squirrel sign anymore. That's that one, basically. So let me come close to it so we can take a photo. Yeah? Welcome to the nut house. All visitors must be approved by the dog. Yeah, I remember those signs. Is that supposed to be Squirrel? Maybe he's still recording inside. Yeah, you can see there's another sign here. Recording in progress, go away. But there's no actual Squirrel sign. So I'm not sure. Well, it might be a bit more subtle than before. Before I remember there had a sign, or am I imagining that? That's cool. That's a great tribute to Squirrel for all the things he's done for the community. Thank you, Squirrel. And you definitely deserve that house. It's amazing. Okay, happy to hear that it's still there. Yeah, because he's become an icon of the trucking world, the truck sim world. And even though not all people like him, there are some haters. I mean, all big people have haters. But if you think about it, really, he's done so much for the community. So thank you, Squirrel. Slow down. Maybe exit through there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to make our way towards Felixstowe. There we go, A12. The signage is just amazingly accurate. So easy to make your way around even without using the GPS. But I'm not that brave yet. My excuse is, maybe not every place here in the map in the UK is rebuilt. So maybe it might get confusing at some points. Lame excuse, I know. But I'll keep the GPS on for now. Thank you very much. Wait a minute. There we go. What? Okay, it was a bit too strict, that traffic light. It's fine. And it's a bit noisy, sorry about that. Blame the chopper. Can you let me pass? Thank you. Clumsy always has right of way. That's the #1 rule they teach in the Clumsy School of Driving. Not the best rule for survival, I must admit. Going a bit too fast. For that bend at least. Okay, let's see. Felixstowe is not there anymore, so I'm getting a bit scared. Hopefully it didn't get lost. But I'm hoping it pops up sometime soon. Anyway, let's continue with the questions. It's still not there. Okay, I'm seeing something on the GPS though. See, this is why we follow the GPS. Felixstowe, there we go, A14. Alright, straight ahead. Good one. Yeah, and this is how it should be, right? Lanes not dropping off. Oh yeah, this is very nice. I wonder if this is part of the rebuild. I'm not actually sure how wide or how large the rebuild is. If it's just the actual city of Felixstowe, or if it's also the surrounding roads. Based on the map, so one of the ProMods developers showed me a map. What's new in ProMods 2.30 versus what's new in ProMods 2.40. Based on that map, I would say the only change is part of like the actual city of Felixstowe, and not the surrounding roads. But these roads, I think, have been touched by ProMods as well, but just maybe in an older version, maybe in 2.30. Yeah, because it looks magnificent already. The signage is super accurate, and the junctions are just amazing to drive through. But anyway, alright, let me continue with the questions. This is still from Jay. Have you ever seen anyone pull the "Do you know who I am" card? Not as blatant as that, but along those lines. Like, I've encountered some people like that, thankfully not face to face, or maybe I just forgot about them. Maybe I purposely forgot about them because it's a very bad experience. But I've seen these kinds of people which are working with others, when they're working with others, and it's not a pleasant sight. It's very arrogant and it's very irritating. Like, you just want to smack them in the head. But yeah, I completely hate that kind of behavior. That's one of my pet peeves, arrogance. And no matter who you are, in my opinion, no matter if you're the most important person in the world, that doesn't give you any right to step on anyone else, regardless of what state or stature of the person is. At least that's my view. I'm a huge advocate of equality, fair treatment across the board. I don't really like looking at ranks for me, because I mean, this is why I also that's what I like about my company as well. My company is very flat in terms of structure. It doesn't have many levels like in other companies. Like, you get promoted to this rank, and then you're, I don't know, band 1, 2, 3, all that kind of stuff. In my company, it's minimal. The levels are minimal, so you don't go up as often. Unfortunately, that also means the salary doesn't go up as often, but it shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be 1:1. But the good thing about that is it encourages an equal treatment across the board. Like, no matter if you're at the lowest level or the highest level, it's not very distinct. There are only a few levels, so you might even be in the same level as someone who's has I don't know, more than 10 years experience than you. So it's a very flat structure, and I like it because it's very practical. It's very, how do you say, human. Very not too formal, I guess I could say. And it gives a better chance to treat everybody the same way. So you don't look at the ranking so much. You just look at the person and try to treat the person with respect. And it doesn't matter what his rank is. Of course, there are exceptions, like the big bosses, like the senior management would always have a different, you would always treat them differently, but these guys are the exception. What is this? Some roadworks. Looks like, I'm not sure actually if this is a random event or something that is fixed. Seems like a random event though. Very nicely done, very smooth, right? Very good transition, very seamless. There you go. Alright. Next question, if you could add 4 hours to your day, what would you spend that 4 hours doing? Other than aviation sim and truck sim. Man, that was going to be my answer. I would spend those 4 hours flying. Felixstowe docks to the right. There are docks here? So does that mean I can also take a ship from here to Netherlands? I don't have to go through all the way around? Very nicely done. Details on the signage. ProMods sign there. There's no doubt about it though. This is ProMods territory now with all the details we've seen. And just to highlight again, with all the details we've seen and yet super performance, did not even experience a teeny weeny bit of frame loss. Just felt like we're still on the highway. Okay. The roundabout with the traffic lights, I remember. Not my favorite thing, but fine. It's there in real life. I guess what's not in real life, or what the sim cannot replicate, are the synchronizations, timing of the different traffic lights working together. I don't think you can do that in Truck Sim yet. There we go, Port of Felixstowe, the port of Britain. Nice. We'll have to take a photo in one of the junctions, and I'm seeing one up ahead. I think we'll be turning left and then climbing up, or maybe going down actually. Felixstowe, there we go. Welcome to Felixstowe. Please drive carefully. 40 miles. Sure thing. Alright. Oh, it's not going to be a nice photo because we are under, not over. Okay, we'll find some others for sure. Don't worry. Is this two-way? I hope it's two-way. What I was doing there. Yeah, I think it should be two-way. Okay, I'm happy. Yeah, look at all the details, guys. The signage, the signs, and the arrows. Okay, I don't really get that. There's a dock, but I don't think there's a dock for trucks. Let's keep our eyes peeled though. Maybe there is. But yeah, that is amazing. Reminds me of the dock in Germany. Is it like, where have we been? Hamburg, I think. It's very nicely done. Dock gate number 1. That's not really where we're going. Port of Felixstowe, dock gate number 2. I would bet this is super accurate to how it really looks in real life. Anyone there? No, we're good. Yeah. Passing by an MAN dealer. Oh, that is so good. Now I'm just looking for a nice angle so we can take a photo. Maybe we can somehow go straight there. No, I have to turn left. Oh, it's hard to take a photo. Maybe that way? Okay, let's try here. After we go past this lamppost. Right there, maybe. I'll see. Can find an angle. Oh, that's not bad at all. Yeah, that shows the gravity, the scope, how large this place is. It's actually very cool, huh? Only thing is we're against the sun. So ideally it should be this angle, but I think the other one is better. I'll take one like this anyway. Why not? The more photos, the better. Okay, let me just review the map here. Okay, we're going to make our way around. And then we're going to go back because I don't think there's a ferry. Yeah, the ferry is over there and there is no connection to here. I wish there was a road like that. That would have been so easy, like that to there to there. Oh, that would have been so easy. But we have to go all the way around. Fine. Okay. Gotcha. I knew what I was signing up for when I was planning the route, so fine. Look right first before looking left. because we are in an inverted situation. Still not used to it. Alright. Yeah, if you could add 4 hours to your day, what would I do? Let's see. Maybe I would fix the house. I don't think I give enough attention to the house. I like keep it, I maintain it to an operating level. Like I keep it clean enough. Oh, look at that. Nice sign there. Different speed limits. Very nice. Very nice. Love it. And I think here we will be able to get another photo opportunity because we are climbing up the flyover now. So as we pass by that junction overlooking the port, I think it's going to be an amazing angle. Let me just look through here. That's the perfect shot, and off we go with the photo mode. Sorry. But I cannot resist that kind of opportunity. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That is exactly what I was hoping for. You see the port at the back, you see the beautiful bend of the highway here, and you see of course the truck. That is thumbnail worthy right there. And you see a bit of the sign. Welcome to Felixstowe. And let me just take another one, because it's such a shame not to take the most out of this one. Yeah, show that beautiful junction there, that roundabout with all the exits. That looks super cool. Goodness. Okay, I'm going to have a hard time picking a thumbnail later. That thumbnail picking will be a challenge. But now I'm happy. Alright, now we can make our way and really try and deliver this. 10 hours to go, 14 hours ETA. I'm not so sure about that because I have a shortcut in mind. So I think I have an ace up my sleeve. Lights are on already? Yes. And with the traffic light again. Was not paying attention. So yeah, 4 hours of extra time in a day. What would I do? I would probably clean the house. I would clean the house. I would spend more time with Mrs. Clumsy. I would do stuff outside of work. And maybe even outside of Clumsy. The Clumsy world. To get a bit of balance. Yeah. As I always say, moderation is key. And as much as I enjoy flying, trucking, recording and streaming, there has to be the right balance maintained in all the aspects of my life. And so spend more time nourishing relationships, things like that, working out, learning a skill. There are so many things to do, but man, 4 hours in a day extra, that is priceless. I'm not sure how much you could, I'm not sure even if you could put a price tag on that. Having something 28 hours a day. One thing I can say that I will not do with those 4 hours is sleep. And sleep is super important. But I'm not just a huge fan of sleeping. I feel like I always waste time when I sleep, even if that's not true. Your body needs sleep. Your body needs 8 hours. I rarely get 8 hours. If I get 7 hours, I'm super happy. Usually it's 6 hours for me. But yeah, it's consistently proven that you have to have 8 hours to get the most out of yourself. Like you have to invest in yourself and sleep that amount. But I just can't do it personally. I just feel too wasteful of my time. Personal, and that's my personal thing. If sleeping is your hobby, then go do it. That's what makes you happy. But for me personally, it's not something I like. So I would like as much as possible, as minimal sleep as possible, if I can still get the same performance and I won't feel bad, I won't get sick, I'll still be as healthy, I'll still perform as well. That will be perfect, but no, I will need to sleep. But yeah, if I get 4 hours extra, I will probably not spend it sleeping. Maybe at most 30 minutes allotted to more time sleeping, or 1 hour at most. but yeah, I will be giving that extra time grudgingly to sleep. I'm not a sleepy guy. Well, I get sleepy, but I don't like sleeping. Maybe that's how I should put it. Alright, next question. What's something everyone should experience at least once in their life? Marriage or love excluded? What's some things everyone should experience at least once in their life? Well, I think everyone should travel. Yeah, I think everyone should experience traveling. Whether that's by plane, by truck, but going somewhere you haven't been to before, exploring outside your horizon, outside your territory, I think it helps tons to broaden your perspective and increase your appreciation of life. And it opens up your eyes really when you travel, because you get exposed to all these kinds of things, and even though you've researched about them, even though you've seen them in videos, seen photos, read articles and read books, it's never going to be the same thing as actually being there. And it won't teach you the same things unless you're actually there. So if you have a chance to travel, do it, guys. Even if it's expensive, merge it along, like plan it with your budget. I highly recommend it. Because yeah, you could argue that, well, for this price I could actually buy a new PC, and that's true. Sometimes if you go somewhere far, you can actually buy a new PC with that money, but you will not regret it. It's an experience that you should get in your life. Something that you will thank yourself for years down the road. Because compare it this way, a PC is something that you will really use, especially if you're a gamer, you're a content creator, stuff like that, and you really enjoy it, and you'll be able to make use of it for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years or so, yeah, at most, and then you'll have to replace it. Now, if you can argue that if you travel, spend that much money, then you'll spend maybe a week or so. You'll go home and the travel will be done. So that's only 1 week. But the PC, the computer, will last you 2 years, 5 years. But it's not really just 1 week that travel will last you, because the experiences you'll have, the memories you'll make with the people you love, that is going to be with you forever, in photos and videos, in your memory, in what you learn. So definitely I'd recommend everyone travel. Like personally, I'm not really a travel-y guy, and that's why I really thank Mrs. Clumsy for it, because if I were left to my own devices, I would stay at home, I would play, I would stream, I would record, I would just spend all my time here inside the house. Maybe go out to eat sometimes. Oftentimes go out to eat because I'm lazy cook. But yeah, I'm not a traveler by default. And some of you guys might say, well, you always travel. But I don't travel because of me mainly. I travel because it's Mrs. Clumsy. Mrs. Clumsy is the one who pushes us to travel, and she really likes to travel. And she likes to make the most out of that, out of the free time she has. And I really thank our complementary, how do you say? We're not the same, you know. We have different interests. We like different things. We have some same tastes for sure, but like in that aspect, travel is not really me. But because I'm Mrs. Clumsy. Mrs. Clumsy is a very good, has very good negotiation skills. I am always convinced that we can travel, that we should travel, and it's always a good choice. Like initially, I would think I don't really want to go there. Like I wouldn't really enjoy that, but man, when we get there, I actually have more fun than she has. Like I think it was one example was our Switzerland trip last year. Like Switzerland is something that just came out of the blue, with me and my friends talking, and Mrs. Clumsy was saying like, why don't we go? And I was like, okay, all right, then let's plan it. All right, let's plan it, let's go there. And then as the date grew nearer, and especially as we actually got there, goodness, it was so much different. Like, not really, like I wasn't expecting so much, because it's like, okay, travel, let's go somewhere so that we can make the most out of our vacation days. Harwich, it's actually Harwich which we're passing through, but we are actually headed to Felixstowe again, the other side. Maybe that's where we were, those docks there. Alright, ferry should be up ahead if the GPS did not completely mislead me. But yeah, whenever I go somewhere, whenever we travel, oftentimes I think personally I have more fun than she has. I don't know, I just enjoy it to no end, and it's something that always surprises me. It's always the case. Like now we're going to Japan. Like I'm excited, but I mean, it's like okay, great, that's going to be good. But hopefully it's going to be the same. That when we get there, it will be super like, wow, this is amazing. This place is so cool. Let's go and eat all kinds of food, visit all kinds of places, and then eat some more. But yes, getting exposed to different cultures, different places, different practices. Was that a floating sewer plate? I highly recommend it, guys. So if you have a chance next time to travel or do something else with your money, if you're just going to spend it some other on a gadget or something, maybe think again and try to give it a chance, give travel a chance. Yeah, and especially go with someone, go with a loved one, go with friends. Some people also like to travel alone, and if that's your thing, then that's great, because when you travel alone, you get to I mean, you can meet a lot more people, I think. You don't have to, because like with Mrs. Clumsy and me, we have to like decide on what we both want when we travel, right? When you're alone, then it's not as fun because you don't have someone to share the experience with, but you have complete control on what you want to do. And somewhere along the way where you're going, you can maybe find someone to hang out with, and that will be fun as well. But yeah, for me, I like going with my friends, going with some people. I'm not, well, being an introvert, probably that's going to put a tax on me. Going somewhere and meeting people is a bit exhausting. But yeah, if you already know some people and you go with them to that place, that might be better, at least for me. The introvert inside me agrees. Alright. That is not making a lot of sense. Wait a minute. Did I just go out of the ferry or something? Oh no, did I pass it by? Oh crap. Yes, I did pass it by. Dang it. Okay, we'll have to go around, guys. We'll have to go around here. I'm just taking you for a tour. I think I talk too much. I know I talk too much. I enjoyed that talk a bit too much that I actually missed my turn. Okay, so now we should be going here in the left, making that U-turn kind of deal. Look at that beautiful sunset. Goodness. That's so cool. Blind spot up ahead. Okay, that guy is giving way. Thank you. Car, thank you. My bad, missed my turn. So now we have 689 kilometers to go, but that includes the ferry ride, so I'm not really sure how long we still have. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. And I can't believe I missed it. And this is an urgent delivery, so things are going to be pretty tight here. It's getting pretty dark now. We should be hopping on the ferry soon. Oh crap. There you go. Alright, let's hurry. Next question. What's something everyone... No, actually that's the one I read. What are some websites you used to use all the time but have stopped using? What websites have I used? From the 90s maybe? If you're old enough to remember, what were the classic search engines before Google came out? I remember Google came out sometime when I was in high school. It was a fairly new engine back then, and I only heard it from a friend while I was in a school bus. Yeah, while I was on way to school, and he was like, "Did you hear about Google?" And I was like, "What's Google?" It's this new search engine that gives pretty good results, and that was pretty much its infancy stages. And but yeah, before that, what was I using? Yahoo. I think I was using Yahoo search. What else? What are the web crawler? I can't remember. Netscape browser. You guys remember that N logo that moves? That was super cool during its time. The N logo from Netscape, but it actually like has like clouds moving or something, like a GIF or something like that. Those were the days. But yeah, I used a lot of search engines back then, but nowadays Google is your friend. It's pretty much superior. Like I tried using Bing at one point, and some people say it's like just giving the same results, but I never got the same results. I mostly got crappy results from Bing, to be perfectly honest. So whenever I try and give it a chance, it just disappoints me. So I go back to Google time and time again. What else though, aside from browsers? I don't remember a particular website, but I do remember the 90s look of websites. I remember GeoCities. Geocities.com, where you can actually make your own website and put all those fancy like marquee tools, all the stuff. Okay, let's make sure that I don't miss it this time. That's my bad. There you go. Went all the way around for it. That's fine, we're here. There you go. That is going to make us reach Holland. Good. Let's hope that the rain stops by the time we get to the other side. You will see. Alright, it takes us 8 hours there, Europort. And then we should land right on Rotterdam. Or the outskirts of Rotterdam. Somewhere there. Ah, it's daytime. Perfect. But we are 2 hours away. Oh, we're going to be a bit late. Dang it. It's going to be close, but yeah, we won't have a chance against this. But that's fine. I mean, we made a pretty nice sightseeing tour. And now at least I can travel again on the right side, right? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Good. Yeah, geocities.com. Actually, that's a pretty cool thing because if you guys remembered, what was the name of the movie? Captain Marvel recently showed, right? And they have this website. If you visit the website for Captain Marvel or Marvel, it's based on the 90s. So all those like GeoCities feel is how the websites look like in prehistoric times. During my era. Oh, traffic is coming. Can you guys give way for me? Thank you. How about the other side? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I like this place as well. I remember this place is new as of ProMods 2.30. Rotterdam has been remade. It has some pretty nice roads in here as well. So what else? Aside from that, I don't think I just don't remember most probably the other websites that I used to visit. Oh crap. Nowadays Google dominates everything. Like even for flights, I used to use Skyscanner. Skyscanner was really good for finding the cheapest flights, but recently it's become very cluttered. Skyscanner is like it's not as accurate as before, because what it does it compiles all the different like prices from different websites for flights, and it gives you the cheapest, and it compiles the different agencies who sell the ticket, things like that. And my main problem with it, they do a fairly accurate job of do a really good job in compiling the list, but they include a couple of agencies in there or websites that for me personally are a bit questionable. So I would never book using that website, and I would like a way to exclude that website from the search, but I don't think there is. Maybe there isn't, because maybe they're actually sponsored or something. I don't really know, or maybe I maybe just don't know the feature, how to make that work, how to make that happen. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But the good thing is, I go to that topic, is nowadays there's also Google Flights, and the engine died. My bad. Yeah, Google Flights is so good, it's so smart, does everything it needs to do, compiles all the flights available. Even the prices are like gauged. Like if you would get a flight and you would get it would tell you, okay, this flight is normally this much, now it's this much, so you're actually paying for it cheaper or more expensive, or it wouldn't go much cheaper than this based on historical prices. So you would have an idea, if like a ballpark figure, that your current rate, the rate that you got, is fair or not, and if you need to look for another flight, or if you can wait a bit or something. But yeah, it's really good actually. It's what we use nowadays. For our recent trip to Japan, that's what we used, and we were able to find some pretty cool flights, even if we booked pretty late. Like we booked 2 weeks beforehand. Normally that would be too expensive already, but we found some very reasonable ones. So yeah, it's able to find like flights, it's able to find like hotels, houses, like Airbnb and stuff. So it's able to compile all that information. It's brilliant, just amazing. So that's my go-to site now for looking for flights. Google Flights is a thing. And look how beautiful it is here. Look how complex that road network is, but still how clear it is to know where you want to go. And I think it's making me go left. Yes, okay. We need to go to Eindhoven. Maybe I shift up so it's not as noisy. And maybe I slow down because I am speeding. Just going to cruise here. I remember that word. It's a bit hard for me to pronounce. Something like but that's like Ausfahrt in Germany, right? Okay, I still don't see Eindhoven, so we must be pretty far still. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is the view that I like. These elevated ramps like this one. Oh crap, it's going to be pretty wobbly. Slow down a bit. Phew. That was a bit scary. I think I went through that a bit fast. I don't understand what that meant. I'm hoping it's nothing bad. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Dutch pronunciation is a bit tricky for me. I'm not familiar with the rules. They're very different from German rules, Polish rules and whatnot. I wonder what language it's similar with. Actually not sure, maybe nothing. Slow down. Antwerp. It's this way. Is Antwerp before or after Eindhoven from where we are? I think it's before. So we'll need to pass it by, I guess. Just take a look at the signs here again. And yeah, you wouldn't get this kind of detail with the normal SCS map. Okay. There we go. My dispatcher is calling me again. Where are you? Took a bit of a detour, got a bit lost. It's a long story. Just hold your horses, I'll get there. Okay, next question. Wait a minute. What's something obvious that you never noticed until someone pointed it out? This question feels familiar. I'm not sure if it's been asked before, or maybe along similar lines. But I kind of remember I also didn't have an answer then. But yeah, it might be a hard thing to remember because it will require me to tap into my goldfish memory. Something obvious that you never noticed until someone pointed it out. Yeah, I can't think of something on the top of my head. Maybe... no, nothing. Nothing comes out. Sorry, we'll have to skip that one. What flavor combination is kind of weird but you really like it? Oh, this is going to get very controversial very quick. I'm just going to say 2 words and I think you'll know the rest of the argument. Pizza and, you know it, what's coming? Pineapples. Start the debate. Go in the comments. Hawaiian pizza, as it's also known as. Man, this looks so good, doesn't it? These highways. And we have to move out. I want to exit through there. Good. Actually, why did it want me to pass through there? Oh, it's just, I think I put a... My bad. I hit the wrong key. Maybe you shouldn't hit the parking brake when you're on that way. Oh, we are in Eindhoven actually already. And I wanted to explore that, I think, but I kind of forgot. That's fine, that's fine. We don't have time to sightsee anymore. We're late already as it is. Alright. Eindhoven, I see the signs now. Now they are gone again. But I think it should be on the left. There you go. Alright, flavor combination, pineapple pizza, Hawaiian pizza. I like it. I don't know why people don't like it. Maybe it's my Asian taste buds, I don't know. But it's really good for me. I mean, I know a lot of people say they like pineapple, but never on pizza. But for me, it kind of just works. And yeah, I might be just pretty, how would you say? I would call it open-minded. What? Wait a minute, why are there 2 things like this? I guess I have to go to the ut. Because I want to exit. Yeah, okay, that's the right one. Wow, that was very tricky. And looks like we'll be passing a roundabout. Eindhoven is to the left. And we are leaving the highway. Makes sense. Traffic light up ahead. There's even a number on the traffic light, but the red light marker is a bit exaggerated. What an unfair thing. Okay, but yes, I like it. Pineapple pizza is a thing for me. What else? What else is a thing? I don't know. Ketchup and what's a weird thing? Curry. No. That's not a combination I would like. But yes, I guess I'm a bit open to these things. I'm a bit more open-minded when it comes to food combinations. You can think of some things and let me know if you like. If you like, you can ask me if I like them. But yeah, from the top of my head, it's only the pineapple pizza that I think about, and it's something that Mrs. Clumsy and I we always order. Like we ideally when the time was there was a time when we still ordered pizza. Nowadays we don't anymore because it's fully carbs, and we do that mostly on cheat days and not often. But when we did order pizzas, we would try to order two smaller ones. So one would be like the hardcore meat or all the different ingredients, and one would be the Hawaiian pizza, the one with the pineapple and cheese, or ham and pineapple. I can't remember, but it has pineapple in there for sure. But that is mainly to like balance the taste. Like if it's always full meat, then it gets a bit monotonous. So oftentimes we would like eat a slice of the meaty pizza and then grab a slice of the Hawaiian pizza to cleanse the palate, so to speak. And it's actually pretty good. It makes you, the next time you go back into the meat pizza, it's actually pretty good. It tastes like it's all brand new again. Doesn't get flat at all compared with if you just have the meat all throughout. But that's just me. You let me know what your thoughts are. I'm sure things will be pretty controversial there. I wonder who actually thought of it. Like, it's called Hawaiian pizza, but was it originally from Hawaii that was invented? Usually it doesn't go this way, right? Like, I don't know, hamburger. It's not from Hamburg. French fries are not from French. I'm from France. I don't know how these things come up. It's weird. But yeah, people can get really creative with the names. Get there. Bike lanes, tractor lane. There's a tractor lane. It seemed that way. Very nice city. And the iconic red bike lanes being in Dutch country. And here we are. It actually looks like a custom drop-off point. Where is you? Okay, I think I see it. That's the guy, and you want me to just dive in straight through. What the heck is that? Oh, I hope that doesn't get copywritten. Get away from that music. Okay, that's safer. Ah, that's easy. Thank you for giving me an easy parking. Don't have time to reverse all around. Late! Let's see by how much. Only 2 hours. That's not bad for traveling such a long journey. Yeah, not too shabby. I'll take it. For all the sightseeing we've done, that shortcut really helped a lot, huh? Yeah, for some reason, the map doesn't see that route. So you have to plot it in manually. Anyway, that's it for this pre-recorded series of the ProMods 2.40 preview. Hope you guys enjoyed that. The next time we make a video, maybe it's with 1.35 already. Who knows? We will see. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you for the questions again, Jay. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode, right? Clumsy trucking, everybody. Please don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, comment, share with your friends, share on social media. It really helps me a lot. Thank you very much. And Clumsy trucking. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.